So I really don't think I had any idea what I was getting into when I auditioned for the game, because I really had no clue what Half-Life was, what Steam was, or what Valve was about. But I did really have the feeling that it was something that was really heavy, since when I was in the waiting room, everybody that was sitting across from me just seemed like they were stars or recognizable faces. And then the first time that I sat down with the Valve team, they showed me some rough animations of Alyx, and immediately I just couldn't keep my eyes off her. I mean, she actually looked like someone I could be related to, and that has never happened to me. So the circumstances around creating Alyx were so kismet that it's almost a little scary. Because, I mean, if you think of the ideal super self that you want to be, like, I don't know, badass moves and being able to karate chop everybody, and then add on to that having a writer to make you sound witty at every turn, it's like having an uber self for me. So I immediately fell in love with Alyx. It constantly amazes me how many people are involved in creating her, because everyone who is involved seems to have the same vision for her. And for so many people to have one mind about a character, it blows my mind. I mean, very rarely do I get a piece of direction or script that doesn't ring true to how I feel about Alyx, and vice versa. And strangely enough, as soon as I try something out and something doesn't ring true, I'm usually not the first person to say it. Even though I might be feeling it, somebody else will say it. And it's just, I guess, a testament to how in tune everybody is about what kind of person Alyx is, and what she would do, what she wouldn't do, and, you know, what kind of girl she is. A question I get asked a lot is, what is the big difference between acting for stage and film and then acting for a video game? Because this is the first time I've ever done a video game. In general, in acting, it's helpful to have a director's clear vision from which to spring. Then the actor can run with the idea, play with it, imagine new things, fill it out, and, you know, make it a tangible thing or a tangible character. And the great thing about video game acting for me is that I'm completely unlimited. I'm not bound by what I can do physically, or how I look, or what kind of environment that can be physically created. So the possibilities are completely limitless. There are no boundaries with this. So when we get together and we talk about what the scene is, when they set the stage for me and what environment I'm going to be in, I immediately get a complete high, and I can only imagine that it is something like how somebody gets when they actually see the game, because it blows my mind, the pictures that they paint about, you know, where we are, what situations we're in. So we discussed that a little, and then from there, it just kind of go on, I guess, instinct is the only way I can really describe it, because I just take what they give for me and kind of volley it back in the way that it comes out immediately. So I just go into my little dark booth, and I can imagine that I'm anywhere. And it's the best kind of make-believe for a storyteller. When you just aren't limited. So a lot of times we'll try a line in several different ways, like set a different mood for a different scene, or maybe just do a different take on a line. Like one might be... It sounds trite, but, you know, one excited, one not so excited, or one a little more pensive and thoughtful. Or suggestions are always thrown out there for new reads, and it's the coolest kind of teamwork. It's not just, here's your script, go. It's, let's work this out. Let's find the best middle ground. And everything is always pliable. You know, if it's not working, maybe we'll go back and do an instant rewrite or something. And for me, that's creative heaven. Absolutely. Oh, the other thing that's so great about acting for video games, and I guess voiceover in general, but for this particular game, is so amazing. I don't have to worry about hitting my mark, or playing to the camera, or forgetting my lines. That's usually my biggest thing. You can see the wheels turning on camera because I'm trying to keep up with my lines. But they're all right there. So I don't even have to worry about that. And I can just worry about the delivery, the emotional vibe that needs to come across, and just be the sense of immediacy. I don't even have to worry about the words. So that takes a whole other level off to let the actors get down and into the work, which is really, really great. Which is why I love this job. There's a lot of energy that goes into shaping Alyx and making sure she stays on the right path or stays true to the vision that I think we have for her. You know, I want Alyx to be liked. I know everybody at Valve wants Alyx to be liked. But what is really great is that if I get off course or if I've been in the booth too long and I'm starting to sound a little naggy, then I have somebody who's there to kind of pull me back and say, hey, why don't you try it this way? Or I think you're veering off course and starting to sound like like somebody's mother or something, you know, because I'm there to help if you're lost, you know, the get goings or stuff like that to help keep the game moving and keep you on track. And, you know, there's a kind of a fine line. You don't want somebody constantly bothering you, but you also want a friendly companion. You know, you want somebody to help you out once in a while. So trying to not go one way or the other was a bit of a trick for us. I don't think I really got the full scope of what Alyx Vance is or how she's created until the first time that I went to Valve headquarters. And what was really important was that I got a better idea of how big the team was. I mean, a lot of people work really hard to make Alyx Vance who she is. And, I mean, you hear my voice and, you know, it's easy to say, oh, that's Alyx, or Jamil is Alyx, but that is so not the case. These people spend hours in front of their computer or writing their scripts or dreaming up this beautiful person, and it really just, I'm just the cake topping, really. So a really cool experience was that while I was at Valve, I was talking to one of the animators in the hallway, and we're just carrying on the conversation. I was getting to know what he did, and I just happened to be looking over my shoulder and noticed that people kept popping their heads out of their offices. And one of the other guys noted to me that these people, ooh, bless them, they have to sit around and listen to my voice all day long. So for that voice to be kind of just chatting in the hallway was a little weird. And I guess I kind of liken that. I can understand it because the very first time I saw my voice on Alyx Vance's face, it was so bizarre. And so when I watch people talk to me for the first time and they've heard my voice as Alyx, they have the exact same expression. I'm like, I understand. I get it. It means a lot to me to have a multi-ethnic heroine. When I was growing up, that didn't happen a whole lot. I mean, maybe Storm from X-Men, I don't know. But it wasn't commonplace. So to have someone that's my type be in that kind of position is really, really amazing. I mean, I think it's a popular trend now, but that wasn't always the case. I really consider working on Alyx my acting school because it has stretched me. It has made me go deeper in my work. It's sharpened me up as far as being able to call in emotions or really just imagination. A creative spirit is really just a lot of imagination, I think. And afterwards, I always seem to be sharper in everything I do. I always have a good show at night, or I always go on to the next job with a heightened awareness or heightened presence. And it's only helped me. So thank you, Alyx, for that.